Where's it at? Let me get this pulled up here. See if I could play. Let me give credit to Undisputed via Front Office Sports for the footage or the and the audio. Put a disclaimer out there real quick because
slotted to go at this number pick. Randomly, something comes out that they flunked the drug test, or they have this type of injury, or they were seen with this, and wildly, their draft grade drops. How does that happen? How does that mysteriously come out right before the draft? That's even more harsh. Now you're affecting someone's livelihood, and you're putting a tremendous rumor on somebody that may not even be true. Mm-hmm. So that's done every year. The reason I know that, I worked the draft, I think, for about 10 to 12 years straight. I know that to be true.
Did you hear what the man said? Did you catch what he said? Now, he said it was all there. It was all up in there. Do I got to play it again? Should I play it again? Should I play it again one more time? Or do I need to play it one more time for you to hear it? South Coast, you want to hear it again, dog? Do I need to play it again? All right, listen, man. Anyhow, Deion. So what Deion just said, right, was that he knows that they set up the draft slots. They're already picked in order who they want, who's coming off the board, so forth and so, so on. And then he goes to say he knows this for a fact because he's worked the draft for 10 to 12 years. Now, this is just my opinion, and I'm going to serve up what I've been using is the word hypothesis because this is an educated guess of what I'm going into. So that's the word I've been using, and I'm going to stick with that. So, this is what up, studio, what up? He said no description makes it harder for the algorithm. I don't know, but just share it. Hit the like button 10 times for me, dog. Put it on every social media you got. But yeah, so studio, you just coming in. Deion Sanders says something, and look. So my hypothesis on this is just that Deion had just put the NFL on Front Street just now. He just put him out there, all the way out there. Now, you remember his comments a few weeks ago when he was, a week ago, where he was talking about how Travis and Shador was going to be first round picks and where they're going and everything else, right? So now he comes out, he says this, right? And I think that this statement that he makes now kind of helps what was going on because that could have hurt them with certain owners and so forth and so on. Well, he's like, well, I know how y'all play this draft game because I worked the draft 10 to 12 years. So y'all already know where they're going. So don't try to play them now. Don't try to play them because of what I said. But how many other people out there have been affected by this whole routine? And he's just now coming out and saying this. Like, I'm gonna let you go ahead and cook a little bit. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat, man, because I honestly want to hear what a couple other people, what everybody has to say on this. But go ahead and cook a little bit on this, bro. Let me get this link up out there, then I'm gonna jump back in, man.
I forgot about this when you initially sent me this. I said it's a Pandora's box, but I forgot. I said, wait a minute, Deion, you helped facilitate a situation for this to happen.
Yeah.
You and your relationship with Dez Bryant cost that young man a whole football season. I remember that, Deion. And conveniently, Dez Bryant gets drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. Now, we know Deion calls the Falcons home. Played at San Fran, played in Dallas, played in Washington, played in Baltimore. But we kind of know Dallas is your heart. We know that's your heart. So, Deion, you played the game. You were used somewhat as a pawn, in my opinion, now that since you feel emboldened enough to go ahead and put this out here, you choose to do this for Dez Bryant. Now, it worked out in Dez Bryant's favor. You go to the Dallas Cowboys, wear number 88, one of the best receivers in franchise history. So it worked out for you. But I want to go through just two examples of where, aside from Deion, where there is maybe some validity to this. Now, obviously, me being a Miami Hurricane fan, we all know about the situation with Warren Sapp. Warren
Mm-hmm.
Sapp, coming out of college, coming out of University of Miami, probably hands down the best defensive player in all of college football. Spontaneous, well, not surprisingly, some information that was supposed to be confidential. Some information that was supposed to be confidential about drug testing and some off the field things. They hit the media. So Warren Sapp was accused of failed drug tests,
Mm-hmm.
utilization of cocaine, um, battery charges, as well as something that I guess he just couldn't keep his hands off of, uh, prostitution, right?
Right,
Dealing.
right.
So it is what it is. All of that stuff hit right when this young man is supposed to be walking into what's supposed to be the best time of his entire life. All of that stuff happened. Warren Sapp ends up falling to, at that time, the worst football franchise in NFL, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now again, it worked out. Him and Derrick Brooks, they had a resurgence. Tampa Bay was able to win a Super Bowl, had a great defense, the Tampa 2 defense, all that good stuff. So that
Mm-hmm.
story ended well. The other story we have is obviously Laramie Tunsil. Laramie Tunsil looked at as being the a top 5 draft pick. Draft night, what do we see? We see Laramie Tunsil with a gas mask on, smoking. Who they say his father, who felt a certain type of way, uploaded that image. Now, my question is, to piggyback off of Deion, and obviously this may be somewhat of a conspiracy. Why are you just not leaking that image?
Mm-hmm.
Dad, you could. So they may give a little validity to it, but again, I'll say this in closing, Deion, if that's what it is, and if you want your son and your stepson now, Travis, to go to some warm weather teams, then you know what needs to be done.
Man, let them kids play. Let them boys play ball first, and then see what they do this year, and then let it play itself out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say on that one. But what he just said was powerful. But like I said, I think that's where that came from. That whole thing, though. I think that whole situation came from him saying that and him coming on and saying that because we have been seeing this for years and years with players. I'm glad you brought up Warren Sapp because I do remember that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? He was loved America. He was the top defensive player and all of that. I do remember that. And they started coming out saying a whole lot of things. And ironically, didn't this happen to Terrell Pryor up at Ohio State? Is that who he played for? Wasn't that Terrell Pryor? He was
Well, well, the Terrell Pryor situation
he,
that was
he, he was signing
that was
autographs, right?
that was a different situation right there.
Well,
Because
well, I mean, but it still came out before the draft, though, right? Wasn't it? When it didn't it come out before, or was
he,
it during the season?
no, it was during the season,
Okay, okay,
and
all right, all right.
what was supposed to happen was
Mm-hmm.
they were going to. I guess he was going to serve he and I forgot. I think it was Heron, the running back, and a couple of more players. I guess they were supposed to like serve some type of suspension, and maybe was supposed to go away if they agreed to come back for the 2011 season. But they didn't come back for the 2011 season. They went ahead and opted for the draft, which subsequently Jim Tressel got fired, and we all know the saga.
Right.
But yeah,
Okay. All right. Thank you for clearing that up. Thank you for clearing that up, bro. Because but yeah, it's just been a lot of that iffy stuff going on before the draft. You start hearing people's names and whatever else. But for him to come out and say that, I don't agree with everything that man say or everything he do, coaching wise and his ways. But however he do it, he do it. But when he come out and say stuff like this, I go on outside and leaning like I like that kind of. All right, you gonna come out and you going against the whole shield right now, and let me ask y'all this question. Do you think this is going to hurt them more than it's going to help? Him coming out and saying this now, is this going to hurt them or is this going to help? And that's it. Just help or hurt. That's it. And then we can move on to the next topic, bro.
I mean, it'll probably help.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I take that. I take that.
Because you know what? Deion himself could probably, maybe attest to something like that. I mean, obviously he was a high draft pick, but maybe who's to say he went a pick or two higher?
Ain't no, hey, but bro, ain't nobody bigger than those NFL shield though. I don't care who you is.
They're not. No, I agree. I agree.
So and me, I think it hurts him. I think this hurts him. For him coming out and saying that I worked the draft and I know this firsthand that teams do this and all that, and him going against all them owners and things like that. Like they don't like that stuff. First of all, you tell now, just a week ago or so, you was telling us your son ain't playing in the cold. He gonna be a first top 5 pick of the NFL draft for him and Travis. And now now you saying what we do in order and everything else. Now you know what I'm saying, like I don't think that all this. I don't think that helps. I don't care how big of a social media star you are or how many likes you can get on Instagram and X and all of that. Like ain't nothing bigger than that shield, man. When it comes to them and they bottom line and the way they do things, that what they call that, the air quote good old boy network, you ain't bigger than that. And sometimes, man, you just gotta be quiet, Prime. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing your thing. Stay focused on what's going on over there. But I guess this is just another one of those ploys and things that he does to get the algorithm jumping in his name and everybody talking about him again. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's just one of those things again. But sometimes, man, it go way too off. And I thought I came up with the most unorthodox things and ways to say things. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But we gonna keep it moving though, man. We had to bring it, huh? Well, no, go ahead, bro. You about to cook? Go ahead.
No, I just gotta say this. I would agree wholeheartedly with you if Deion didn't have the ear of the two most powerful owners, well, two of the three most powerful owners in the NFL, Jerry Jones and Arthur Blank. Jerry's number one, Arthur Blank is Robert Kraft is obviously 2. So, I mean, again, let's play the game. Shador to Dallas, Travis to the Falcons. Both guys feel a need that those two teams are going to need in next year's draft. Obviously, they have to go out on the field and perform.
Right.
Now, who's to say? Who's to say it?
All right. Hey, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that, but I just, there's Arthur Blank and Jerry Jones.
But you know what though? Again,
they used to be I don't think that they the most powerful no more. I don't think that they sway everything no more. That's just me though. That's me. I don't think they sway everything.
Hey, Truckin, how about this though? Let's bring this right back to the beginning. Deion being used again.
Okay.
You being used again by saying this is what they do. And so, like you say, if you say it hurts them, what teams are gonna feel hurt by it? The Falcons, they party central. They don't care about they would love for Travis to be there. They had Michael Vick there, obviously. Now, obviously, they didn't know what Vick was doing with the dogs, but they would love that. And Shador back to Dallas. So while that may scare away, let's say a Mark Davis, McNair Group, Saints owner, Tennessee Titans, Jerry Jones and Arthur Blank would love. They would love for some information to come out to where Travis.
Okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. They using them. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And look, and it makes sense. It makes sense. I see exactly where you're going with this. I see exactly where you're going with this. They're
Hear
gonna fall right into Arthur Blanks and Jerry Jones' lap. You know, I still think I don't. I just think it just
I,
is.
I I know what point you're coming from,
You're
but
right.
I told you before the show started. I said this is gonna turn into a topic. Like you brought it like they're gonna be an appetizer, but you said like 2 hours ago, so I had time to sit here and meditate on it. I said, wait a minute, we can go there, we can go there.
We can
What
go,
owners right now
man.
want extra attention to their franchise? What does Shador Sanders? Because obviously, let's just go ahead and play.
This perfect. This perfect. It's perfect, and I see exactly where you coming from up on this whole thing, and it fell right in their lap the way that it is. So yes, he could both ways is true. He could be getting used, and yes, he could be turning away a lot of different owners in this. But I still think, and it puts another target upon their backs again. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it is all about them. But there's some other stuff going on, man. But I don't know what happened to him, man. But he should be
You can
probably
hear
there. You
me?
go, there you
You can
go.
hear me? You can hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got to turn my do not disturb on. But no, I was gonna say, what does a Shador Sanders jersey sales? What does that do to Jerry Jones' bottom line? What does a Travis Hunter jersey sale do for Arthur Blank bottom line? What do
Hmm.
two players with the selling a commercial, the commercial presence that they have right now? What does that do for the Cowboys and Atlanta Falcons? Again, we just hypothetically speaking, but I'm just saying those two franchises. I mean, it's about, hey, we want to
They
get butts
benefit.
in seats. You know,
Yeah,
why not?
they benefit the most. That those two organizations benefit the most of him opening up his mouth like this, puffing up his chest at the NFL. Um, but
And
it also could hurt him in other ways too, man. Other ways that can go against them. You know what I'm saying? They become target to the NFL and the good old boy
oh,
network, and you know what I'm saying. And so just little things, because everybody ain't gonna like that. You just walk up in here like, man, But hey, I get what you're saying,
just
and
said what
it's perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. That is a great way to look at things and a great way to look at that situation like that.
what does that
We
look
have
like again? The Atlanta Falcons drafting what may be Deion Sanders 2.0.
they may I may argue with you that is
I'm
the
not
Atlanta
saying he's
Falcons a great
Deion.
organization? I don't think they're a great organization. I don't think so.
Who that is?
The Falcons.
Oh, I
And
don't
my
think
brother,
they
he
are.
loves the Falcons, but I don't think they're a great organization at all.
No. I don't think so either. I'm just talking about from a marketability standpoint and just
Mm-hmm.
bottom line standpoint. That's what I'm talking about. No, I'm not saying that either them going to the Cowboys or the Falcons is going to be the best thing for them. But I'm going back to what you were saying when
Mm-hmm.
it's about dollars and cents. Okay, what can get more people to come to Falcons games? Obviously, people are gonna come to the Falcons game, but hey, we got Travis Hunter. You're already from Georgia.
He the
Um,
man to me.
the average, again, I say this, probably the average maybe NFL fan will know him. People, individuals that may not, watch college football, you'll probably know about Travis Hunter because you know Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders talks about him. And obviously he's a home state kid, so you'll know about him. And so you kind of pay attention to it. And obviously Shador, you're in doubt. I mean, you're in the Texas area. They'll know about you. You're on like y'all are on like not local commercials. Like y'all are on big y'all are on Google. Like y'all had a Google commercial. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think again, like you say, yeah, it'll probably put a target on their back. But again, if they perform, Deion has already laid it out. We're not going to no cold
Period.
teams. Not going to no cold weather teams. Because again, like you say, as a person that's investing money, I don't want someone that's gonna cause any trouble. So let's just say hypothetically that crosses off all those cold weather teams. You don't get Travis, you don't get Shador. Again, all based on their performance. So when you take them off the list, three of the teams that Deion played for are still there. 49ers. Cowboys, and Falcons. The Falcons are in a situation, in my opinion. The Falcons probably don't have to do much. They would probably be in position to get either Shador or Travis next year based on their record. Now, we already did a mock draft, which we're gonna do it again before the draft. We gotta go, we're gonna go ahead and do it. Well, not for this upcoming draft, but next draft. But
Mm-hmm.
I still think Will Johnson is probably gonna be the best corner. So either way it goes, either the Cowboys can get Shador or they can get Travis, or the Falcons can get Shador or get Travis. It's
Right.
based on the way it is right now, the Cowboys probably get Shador, Falcons get Travis. You know what I'm saying? Just the way it is. But
That's crazy that we could even sit here and you can even say that now. Those two owners, when we talk about San Fran, that really ain't happening. I think San Fran is too much
I
of a
don't think, yeah, I don't
classy
think, yeah, I don't think
organization to
they're not
do
gonna
that.
play
But
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
Falcons, yeah, they'll go for the circus.
yeah.
They
Why,
will.
why
They'll
wouldn't
go
you go?
for it.
It's Atlanta.
They
Atlanta.
will.
And again, anybody
Yeah.
listen to this, I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way. These are my words. I don't want to put it on trucking. Atlanta is a circus. Atlanta is a circus. So,
Universal.
so know what I'm saying? So it is a circus.
It is.
So
It
why
is.
not? This
It
is
is.
another attraction. And again, when I use the word attraction, I'm not talking about someone being in a confined space and they feeding them peanuts and feed them once every 2 weeks. No. You get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And man, I mean, Dallas is borderline there too right now. If Dallas don't win something, if Jerry Jones can't put together something, and if they can't hold something sustainable and win, because they gotta win, because they can't just keep going to the playoffs and then losing, going to the playoffs and then losing, going to the playoffs and losing. They got to put something together, man. And I mean, I know I'm a lifelong, I know I'm a Steeler fan, diehard Steeler fan, but look, I respect them down there, but they borderline. And so is they have to win. Because what it's been 20 some years. It's been a long time, 24, 25 years. So I don't know, something like that. But man, great discussion, man. Great discussion. I always leave looking at things from a different